Oh my goodness. Right,
All of
okay.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
What
go
could
to the
it
meeting
mean?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I need to try and open more door. 420. Let me in. I want to smash the glass. Someone. Can't get back in. Right. Let's get out of there.
When Stanley... Wait,
What?
what? No,
What?
no, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Oh
Well, did something
no.
change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know
Sort
for
it out,
sure that
fella.
it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay, yes. Right, which door are we going to go through? I feel like these times we was going through them doors. Which door should we go for? Is this in that door the same door? Yeah, that is the same door. And I believe this is the same as well. But this looks like it has another door we can go through. Right, we're going through the left here. Oh,
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we just... Do we need to restart the game again?
no,
Well,
no,
I
no,
find
no,
it
no.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay,
Everyone
let's give
knows
it a
what you
shot.
did.
Why
They're just
not?
holding back to let you. Ah, mate.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now there's
Okay,
no
yep, it's
doors.
worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Open the door then, pal. Yes. Oh, doors aren't even making a noise now. Oh,
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
oh. What have you
Now
done
this...
to me,
Well,
pal?
I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
This is
Is
a
that correct?
cabin.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how
Oh,
about this?
no.
You win!
Yes!
Congratulations!
Of course
I
I
know you
won.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
What's my
We
prize?
both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
That was like
Okay?
asbestos, mate. That
I'm
concrete.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, right.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
God. I'm not going to follow this line. Oh, this is different.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Oh.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
Oh, this
I
line,
think
bruv.
what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, put some tunes on. Oh. Yeah. Pow. Yeah. Tell him. Oh, tell him again. Nothing interesting. What's going on, mate? What is going on with this line, bruv? These tunes.
Cut the music.
Oh,
Go back and look at
bangers.
that fern.
What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Right.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah? I'll screenshot it. I took a screenshot of the fern. The fern. From memory. In my memory.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
What does that say?
Restart.
Oh! Mate. He's not even talking to us now.
Stanley, I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
You
We're
put it
intelligent
there.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Yeah, why
Something
can't we?
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go this way.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
What, how
What do
have
you
we
want
managed
our
to
story
turn like
to
this?
be?
How? Wait, this
Go
doesn't
wild.
make sense. Look.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready
We took a
for it.
right here, and then a right here, and then a right here. Surely there should be a corridor there. What the fuck is going on? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. What the fridge is going on?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Well,
No
I'm just
lines
gonna
or
pretend it's
monitor
not there,
rules.
mate.
Just don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
It should be fine.
There's only one kind of line we like, ain't that right, crew? Terrible. Here we are.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From
Yes.
here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
What?
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will
What?
taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
How did you come with that decision, though?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Oh, you.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now,
After a
according
long
to the
time,
schedule, I restart
Stanley
again. Then what?
dies. Find a
Am I just supposed
bookstore,
to
get
forget?
bored and leave.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
We've won.
Whatever it is that made this schedule?
We
How
fucking
would
won,
we
mate.
even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Ah. Right.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Let's just follow it. We love new content. Oh.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Oh.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Awesome.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
This is what the new content's going to be, innit? It's just going to be telling me that there's new content.
Step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Nothing's happening!
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I mean, what is going on? What is going on? What is the purpose of this game?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
I mean,
It's
yes,
as
a
if
brick wall.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me
Yeah,
the content,
content
Stanley.
is just more of us getting lost, isn't it? It is.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yes! Look how quick I can jump. We are sick at this. We are sick at this game. I better get a trophy for this. Oh. Is that it? That's over.
Is that it?
That was it.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No.
It's just elevators and
You read my
jumping.
mind.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Of course there's going to be more.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see.
Look.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
And, oh, but I can't jump anymore. I can only jump in that circle.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people.
I've completed this game. I've got the gold.
Personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
Me up, mate. You gassed me up, and this is all we've got, is a sign.
Why don't we just reset the game?
Yeah, why not,
We'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Well, I don't have any option in anything, do I? You just do things. Oh, God. But now there's a picture of the office I used to work in. Well.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Oh, no, I'm not going in the vent. Let's go in the vent. Let's go in the vent. Yes. Oh, why do I come in the vent? Nah. Event, she was a nice girl.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
2013, what a year.
Doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
It's true.
Oh, the waste.
Good times. A trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. Yes. Look at that old TV, look. Oh, wait, is that supposed to be a PC? Fucking massive monitor, mate. Who was having that, eh? And, hold on a minute. 2013, it's a bit boxy, isn't it? 2013, it's not the fucking noughties, 90s, mate. Come on now, we had flat screens by 2013, everyone did. What's that? What's happening there? Oh, relax. Just relax.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Wow.
It was literally
Never heard
every
of
game
it.
ever
Never played
created.
it, never heard of it.
It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
I mean,
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Yes, we love elevator content. What's down here, mate? Nothing. You just tricked me again, didn't you? Taking me to nowhere. What's this? Plans? Person of the year? Buttons. Oh yeah, one needs to come in the big boxes. Oh, getting a PC game in a big box thing with a tiny disc. Not a tiny disc. The Mac. What is happening here?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist
So the new
urge to go
content
meddling with
is-
a beloved franchise.
The voice in my
These were
mind's
simpler
moaning
times,
about the
Stanley.
new content.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
That's
Wait.
crazy, isn't it?
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
We're in the ghetto now, son.
God,
Looks like
no,
COD.
Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly,
Oh,
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such
Yeah,
a
chuck some
densely
jokes in there,
weird
mate. You
web
know,
of
knock, knock.
profound philosophical
Who's there?
insights
You don't
that I
know.
can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
yeah, I mean,
Okay, let's see what this one says.
what does it say, mate?
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
Preachy?
Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I can't tell you nothing, mate.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse.
No,
to
that
begin
was not a good review. Look,
You
positive
can't know how
comment.
much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and
It's
airy
positive,
as it...
mate.
Well, I always thought it did.
Only such a
Maybe it
negative
wasn't.
Nelly. Come back the
Dear.
door.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh, for
What's
God's
this one got to
sake.
say?
This is, I know this how it's exactly
You
this is going
constantly
to end.
have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip
Yeah.
button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Oh no, it's
Not
a
if it
trick.
means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do
Something's
anything for the
happening now.
customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we
Of
shall
course, it's
have.
a door.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on.
But he's just going to keep on talking until I press the
Stanley
button.
Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably,
I'm just gonna let you play
until
out,
the
mate.
end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 200.
Oh.
Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I
Wow.
start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's...
I'm just here now and I'm in a
Okay,
loop.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, it was.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Joking. I'm just gonna keep pressing it, mate, because I know what's about to happen.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been...
Time's frozen. Where is he? Clock's on the floor.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, "Enter."
Oh, mate, come on. This is it. This is it, isn't it?
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh, come on, mate. It's not going to even reload now, is it? Oh, here we go. Oh. What's happened here? Some of the buildings collapsed. I'm still stuck in this room. Fantastic. And now it's daylight. Come on, mate. Get me out of here. Oh, it's... Oh. Oh. Jurassic Park. And that's all gone. Mate, what is going on? Sounds spooky out there. Oh no. Yes!